Tuesday. Man, we're glad you're here. In fact, you're the whole reason we do this. So if you weren't here, I'd be kind of all lonely by myself. But I'm glad that you have joined with us on this fabulous Tuesday. You know, it was a perfectly good meal. They had brought together everybody in the upper room. Jesus is there. He's sharing the bread and the cup. He's giving them a warning of what's happened. And then Jesus blows everything. Just the whole evening. Have you ever had one of those nights where everything is perfect and then somebody says that one wrong thing that just ruins it for everybody? That's what Jesus did. Well, what did he say? Oh, he mentioned that the one who would betray him was at the table. Well, that freaked everybody because Jesus didn't give a name. He just said they're here at the table. Well, there's only so many guys at the table, and they had been with each other for 3 years. What do you mean there's somebody at the table? Well, who could that be? You know what happened. Everybody started buzzing. I know who it is. It's this guy. And we thought of some moment where he wasn't a perfect disciple. I bet it's him. Maybe you saw him in a wrong part of town. I know what's going on. He's already put it in plan, put a plan together to betray Jesus. Nobody saw it was Judas. Everybody was surprised when that happened. But what really got everybody upset was every one of them knew that it could be them. That given the right price, given the right opportunity, they would sell Jesus out. For Judas, you know, there's a lot of people who've done a lot of speculating on why Judas did what he did. Some people say maybe Judas was frustrated that Jesus wasn't the kind of Messiah that Judas had wanted. And so now he's trying to force Jesus' hand to make Jesus respond with power, with some kind of military effort to take over the throne of Jerusalem. But Jesus wasn't going to play that game. Maybe Judas was disappointed that after all of his effort in following Jesus, he wasn't going to get a high-ranking promotion. We don't know. You know, Luke kind of leaves these things open. He does it all the time. He does it in the story of the prodigal son. Remember, we're not told what the prodigal son did in the far country. Luke leaves that up to you and me to kind of fill in all the details of what you would do and what I would do. Same here. We don't know Judas's reasons. We know ours. We know that given this situation or that situation, it wouldn't take 30 pieces of silver to sell Jesus out. And in fact, we've done it for a lot less, haven't we? We've done it to avoid an embarrassing conversation. We've done it to avoid a moment where we would have to stand for Jesus and maybe get a little ridicule. Maybe friends make fun of us a little bit. So we silently said nothing, and in our silence sold him out. And we didn't even get 30 pieces of silver. We just got a few minutes of quiet. You see, that's what's buzzing around this table. Everyone is leaning into Jesus. Is it me? Is it me? Because they know they're fully capable of doing it. So I know you would never choose to be Judas. But the fact is, we do sell Jesus out. So when's the last time you sold Jesus out? What was going on? What happened? And what did you get from it? When's the next time that you will have an opportunity to sell Jesus out? You see it coming. There's going to be a conversation with this group of friends. There's going to be this situation at work. There's going to be this uncomfortable moment with your neighbor where you're going to have to stand up and say, I belong to Christ. It'll be awkward. It'll be tough. Or you can sell Jesus out and have a few moments of quiet. See, that's what made this ending of the dinner so uncomfortable. It's what makes you and me uncomfortable, this hard feeling of knowing that it could be us. So on this Tuesday, when you start to think about what we talked about this morning, why don't you start praying for that next moment, that next chance, when you can sell Jesus out. Pray you'll be strong enough to say, I belong to Christ. So when we tell the story later about who sold Jesus out, at least there'll be one or two of us who can say, I didn't. Think about it. I'll see you tomorrow.